It's currently 11:35 p.m. I didn't go to the gym, so I don't have pre-workout flowing through my bloodstream. But I did go in a walk in the mountain that I'm right next to. And lately, I've been going through that mountain with like a sort of like a predicament in mind, and then I'm coming out with like a clearer, less fuzzy sort of answer. But nothing is really concrete. Nothing is really solidified. Nothing is really concrete. And I've known that. But I've also still sort of played into like certain things because I mean that's just what it is to be human, really. We can't help but sort of like speculate things and over speculate things and really worry about things that aren't really like, like you worry about something, and then that thing that you worry about, the universe sort of maybe can reveal, and it doesn't reveal it all at once. This is the one thing that just really trips me up. Like, you think that you have a really good idea of where something is going to go or what's going to come next, but then the universe kind of tosses a little a little, I wouldn't say jump scare, it tosses a little surprise at you, and you're like, oh, okay, I didn't know shit. Clearly I don't know anything at all, because I'm thinking one thing, and then what I'm really thinking about, it's like nothing is really happening there. And then this other thing comes, and then I'm just like, okay, I'm paying attention. What is that about? I don't really know. I guess I'll find out when the universe sort of unfolds and reveals itself what that really is. And maybe it could be nothing. Maybe it could be so. It's rarely, though, is it ever nothing. It is definitely something in all angles. It's something. It's here for a reason. But what it really means, we won't know. And having the understanding of maybe not so much the understanding, but having the trust in the universe to look out for you in things that you don't have control over is a good trust to build up eventually, Like, there are plenty of things in our life that we can sort of control. One of the things, or some of the things, that I spoke to my friend about recently, literally earlier today as I'm walking through the mountain. I was, talking to my friend, sending him audios, and I was talking to him about, like, certain circumstances and situations that have arisen lately that have kind of really knocked me down. It's also opened up the truest parts of me, These walks in these walks that I've been doing in this nature preserve lately has really opened me up. It's a part of me. The other activities that I do, like the mangas that I've purchased recently, that I've been reading, that's a part of me. The family time that I've been having lately, that I've really been cherishing, that's a part of me. Just the journaling that I've been doing, that's a part of me. Even this is gonna sound silly, but even the conversations that I've had with ChatGPT, that's a part of me too. It's all reflecting where I'm at the moment, and the different possibilities, the different sort of the different possibilities in terms of where things could go. But again, I think what I'm really trying to say is, love the things that you have control over in terms of yourself, what you can do. I wouldn't even necessarily say that you have control over it, but what's coming out of you, the truest parts that are coming out of you that you love to do. For instance, these nature preserve walks, these videos that I'm doing, the time that I'm really cherishing with my family, the times that I'm really cherishing with my friends. Those parts, really love them. And anything else that you're sort of pursuing, or that that you're capable of also having in your life, in this certain situation for me, I feel like I'm capable, but I'm at a point where I don't need to prove that I'm capable. If I am capable, the universe is going to go ahead and apply that situation to me. If the universe deems that I'm not capable and I'm not ready, it's not going to give it to me. It's going to continue preparing me until the universe is like, all right, no more training in this particular spot. You've done enough training. You've graduated from this. And then we're not going to apply that to you because you're ready for something like this. You're ready to be able to receive love. You're ready to be able to flourish in this particular area, like whether it be an occupation, a dream that you've had, that you've been working on or working towards, or mustering up the courage to go ahead and pursue. Once the universe sees that you're ready to be able to handle it, whatever it is, it's going to apply it to you. And the work that you're doing, whether you notice it or not, it's been getting you ready for that this entire time. And it's a lovely experience to be able to train, to be able to exist, to be able to get ready for something that you don't even know that you've been getting ready for this entire time. And it's all happening. It's all happening whether we know it or not. And that's a very interesting thing to ponder about, because it's just like, whoa, you would think that you would have to prepare yourself for something. Some things that we think that we need to prepare ourselves for, in fact, those things may not even end up actually happening. That's not the case for everything, but sometimes that's the case where mentally you're preparing yourself like, okay, I think that this is the way that the situation is going to go. I think that this is where it's heading to. And in reality, what you were thinking is not in fact how reality is going to play out. It's in some cases that's what's happened to me, like in certain situations where I've had like love interest between myself and another woman, like when it's collapsed, or when I feel like, okay, it's going to collapse soon, I just don't know exactly, or whatever it may be, those situations that I'm sort of like my thoughts are sort of conjuring up for me to like kind of figure out or whatever, it ends up being like, oh, like for instance, lately, there was a girl that I went on a date with a little while ago. Things didn't work out. Things collapsed, and then next thing I know, in the background, in the universe, it had something kind of cooking up. And then, but I didn't know it was there. And I didn't know it was there until after I talked to this other girl. And then it was like, oh, wait, you were there the entire time? Like in the background, around like the same energy field a little bit, like in the same location? That's interesting. And then now I'm like, my mind's like shifted towards that. And then it's just like, oh, this and that is going on. I wonder where this is going to go. Could it go here? Could it go there? And then the universe is like, oh no, hold up. There's this person too. And I'm just like, okay. I like, all right, let's calm down. Let's universe, what is going on? But I'm not going to like stress out about it or worry, because it's like, yeah, these are different experiences or different people, but at the same time, it's like I don't need to overthink or overcomplicate what is meant for me, like if a certain person, a certain situation, a certain occupation, a certain whatever it may be, it can be anything. It can be anything. If it is meant for you, if it is meant for me, it will find its way there. It's not something for us to overcomplicate. Not to say like don't overcomplicate things, don't stress out. It's like those things are a part of you too, It's like we have to deal with those things for whatever reason. I don't have an explanation for that. Maybe it could be a part of the training. But all I know is the things that you have control over, the things that are the truest parts of you, flourish in those things, love those things, show up for those things, These walks that I've been doing lately, the gym that I've been, the pumps that I've been doing lately, the journaling that I've been doing lately, the videos that I've been recording, it's really just me now stepping into the things that I feel really connected to, the truest parts of myself, the things that I do, not because someone else tells me to do them, not just because someone said that they're healthy to do, but genuinely because I feel like doing them. It's just so effortlessly coming out from me to go ahead and do the things that I'm doing. Those things, I'm now at a point where I can flourish. I'm now at a point where I can begin to really bring the focus and shift the focus inward. And the things that are coming out of me, I'm sort of tuning into. Not sort of, I really am tuning into these things and looking out for myself. And that's really where things begin for you to be able to accept something that is outside of your control. If the universe deems that you're ready for something, you're ready for something, and the universe is going to apply that for you. If it's not applying something for you, maybe it could be this. It could be that the universe is still deems you as you're in your training arc. You're in your training arc. You're not quite developed yet. You're developing, but you're not quite developed enough or fully to be able to receive the thing that you're pursuing, that you thought you needed to pursue, the thing that you thought you were ready for, the thing that you were trying to prove to someone that you're ready for. If it's not working out, it's not working out for a reason. Being that the cop interrupted the video, but I wouldn't even say the cop interrupted the video. Oh, a little stick fell. But, this might be one of my shortest videos to this date. I don't think I need to really yap about anything else. I've really just been in a mode of reflecting a lot lately. And Not just reflecting my thoughts, not just reflecting conversations with like my sister or with my closest friend, but just genuinely also reflecting the truest parts of myself. And I think that's really one of the most beautiful things that you can do as an individual for yourself. And I don't like I just think that in terms of, how can I say, in terms of free will, in terms of choices and decisions, I do think that we're capable of them, but I do struggle to really see just exactly how much free will we have. Like, I think that maybe it does exist. Excuse me. I think maybe it does exist, but there are a lot of things that are outside of our control. And it's not to be like, well, who is controlling it or anything like that. Let's not overcomplicate it. Let's not overcomplicate the free will thing either, even though I'm sort of am. It's more so just be comfortable where you're at, even if it's a sucky place. Feel the hurt, feel the pain. Wherever you are at is where you are at, okay? Leave the rest up to the universe to unfold. There's literally things that we cannot control. We can't control how someone else perceives us. We can't control what comes next. We can't even control what thought in our head is going to come up next. You just can't do that. I just thought like, oh, maybe I can control the numbers, like I know what comes after 2. I know what comes after 3. I know what comes after the number 4. Like, but I don't know. But there's certain limitations, I suppose, that I just can't quite word, but I know that they exist. And it should at least give you some sort of calmness, some sort of stillness to know that the universe has got your back. You're not being punished. You're not being betrayed. You're not missing out on anything. You're right where you need to be. And anything else that you're sort of getting ready for, or that the universe is getting ready for you at some point, you're going to receive them. You're going to receive them. So I think that's where I'll leave it. It's about to be 11:47 p.m. and I kind of want to wake up tomorrow before I head to work, to go on a 10,000 step walk and then go to work and then carry on through my days. I don't know what's going to come in the coming days. There was a situation that, like, I'll be transparent where I'm at. I thought I had something going with someone. It collapsed. It hurt in the moment, but I'm much more clearer in terms of, like, that provided clarity. It provided truth in that certain situation, and it also reflected back to me certain truths that I wouldn't have been able to see unless I experienced that, And then after that, something with someone else came up, and it was lovely. It was great. It's still sort of in the unfolding phase. I don't quite know where that's going to go, but I'm not going to overcomplicate it and see where it can go. Oh, actually, you know what? I think I'm going to yap for a little bit longer because there was something that I mentioned in the video that I was recording that I decided to cut out, like completely delete. I deleted the video just because like the camera was tilted downward and the cop pulled up. One of the things that I mentioned in the video that I deleted, I was going through TikTok. I was going through Instagram, specifically TikTok though, and one of the things that came up was something called the slick tone method. And I like coming across these kinds of things, especially anything in related to love or love interest and how people deal with someone they're interested in or whatever, because it reveals to me what other people are trying to do in terms of how they handle love and things like that. And I generally, there's no such thing as a right or wrong way to do something, at least in my eyes, on various, like, not with everything, okay? There's definitely like a very, silence says a lot in this moment. You know what I'm referring to. If you know, you know. But, there's certain situations where effort for truth isn't necessary. Truth is effortless. Love is effortless. There's nothing that you need to push for. If it's real, it's real. It's going to happen, or it is happening. If it's not happening, it's not to say that it's not going to happen, but it does mean that it is quite a little uncertain. It's still kind of unraveling itself. If it is unraveling, if it's going to unravel, or if it's not going to unravel, we don't know, okay? So don't overcomplicate it. It's going to be fine. But in terms of what I saw on TikTok earlier, I saw this last night, and I came across something called the slick tone method, right? And I thought it was interesting because people are really trying to sort of fabricate the game. They're trying to manipulate someone's psyche into missing them. Like they're understanding how the subconscious works in some situations, and they're trying to apply the knowledge of someone's psyche or someone's subconscious in terms of how it processes certain things, and they're trying to play into that so that they can manipulate the game. And it's like, there are certain things, and there's just one channel that I watch that I really like, Spiritual Renaissance. This is like the third time that I bring up the channel in these videos. But generally, I really do enjoy watching that guy's videos. Like he has like 3 different channels, and I really only tuned into 2. But one of the videos, I only briefly saw it. I didn't look into all of it, but he was talking about love, And I do think that, like, if someone is genuinely applying something like the slick tone method into like, if they know the slick tone method, and they're like, okay, I'm going to apply the slick tone method, and then it's like you're applying a technique for love. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. If you watch dating videos or dating advice videos, and they're saying, go say this, go say that, go try this, go try that, they're like providing a technique. And a technique is only going to take you so far in some situations. Like, don't get me wrong, a technique in like a combat sport like the UFC, whatever martial arts technique you can apply, those are where techniques really can work wonders. They're like, something that you're practicing, and then it works on somebody because you're sort of mastering the technique. And maybe you can master the technique of love, but are we really doing that? Is it because you're mastering the technique of love that something is then going to work out for you? I don't quite think so. Like, these fabrications and these techniques for something that is real and authentic, it's like we're now feeding into like the desperation of many people out there in terms of what they think that they can manage or think that they can have control over. It's like, you don't have control over something like love. You don't have control over something like truth. If it is, it is. You don't need to do a technique to get someone to be interested in you. Just be who you are. Like, genuinely, just be who you are, and let the universe take care of anything else. You don't have to pretend to be something you're not. There are limitations for a reason, and we are who we are. Don't be ashamed of who you are. Really flourish in who you are, and the universe will then find something to fit into who you are. Something, someone, whatever it may be, because again, anything that I talk about in these videos, I try to make it universal to just not love, but also universal to wherever you are in your life. Like, genuinely, don't try to play the game in a way where you're trying to manipulate somebody's psyche or subconscious, because then you'll see, like, you can listen to advice from a dating coach, like, you can listen to the advice, go apply it, and go see how it works. If it works, great, wonderful, but just because a technique works, does it really mean that the love that you have with someone is going to last? You see, you got to dig deeper than that. And when you dig deeper than that, the more and more you realize, I don't really have quite the control over a life that I think I have. Like, that's just the truth. And when you come in tune with that, you surrender. And you're like, okay, the universe is going to look out for me. It's going to see where I'm at, see the training that I've done, that it's applied to me. And when the training is done, when the universe deems that the training is done, whatever you've been training for, it'll be like, okay, you're ready. Here you go. You can't fuck this up because you're ready for this, So I think I got out everything I wanted to get out. And it's now 11:54 p.m. So it's even closer to midnight. I'm going to go home now. Now go enjoy your life. And I really, really do mean that. That's it.